Okay, let's see how we are going to prove this particular function is not equals to big O of n. So let us assume that the given function f of n is equals to or lesser than some constant and this particular function gn. This is our assumption. If somehow this particular assumption is true, if this is true, it means that our initial given function is not equals to becomes false. But in case whatever we have assumed is false, it means that whatever we are given, it becomes true. So we have to prove that this particular assumption that we have taken is actually a false assumption. And if it is a false assumption, then whatever we are given, it is actually true. So how can we write this particular function f of n in terms of big O? By definition, we know that a particular function f of n, whenever it is lesser than equals to some constant c multiplied by gn function, then we can say that this particular f of n function is actually upper bounded. This particular function f of n is actually being upper bounded by particular function c of g of n. This is the definition of big O. This is n, this is some time. So after this particular n naught, this particular function f of n is upper bounded by this particular c of g of n. Okay, now let's prove that our assumption f of n lesser than equals to c of gn is actually a false assumption. And if we can prove that this is a false assumption, then whatever we are given, it is actually a true. So what is f of n here? This is 10n square plus 4n plus 3. If it is lesser than some constant c multiplied by gn. So what is the value of gn here? It is n. So this is the right hand side, this is left hand side. So let's do some mathematics and at the right hand side place all the constants. So let's divide it by n, that is n. So it becomes 10 n plus 4 plus 3 by n lesser than equals to c. Again this is a constant, so let's move it to the right hand side. So 10n plus 3 by n lesser than equals to c minus 4. Again you are subtracting something from a constant, it again becomes a constant. So let me write this is 10n plus 3 by n lesser than equals to some constant k. Okay, now if you will see, if you will observe that when this particular n value is increasing, this particular n value is increasing and increasing, then after some n naught values, that is n greater than some n naught value, what will happen? This particular term is going to be increased, but this particular right hand side term is a constant. Let us suppose this constant is something uh, 8 or 9 or 10, whatever constant, whatever you can assume it is a constant. So but when this particular n is increasing after some n naught value, it keeps on increasing, then this particular left hand side LHS will keeps on increasing. So after some value of n greater than n naught, this particular left hand side will be greater than this particular right hand side. Okay, but our initial assumption was that this particular right hand side is actually greater than this particular left hand side. It means that whatever we have assumed, it becomes actually, we are actually failed when this particular n is increasing. So it means that our initial assumption is actually false. So whenever our initial assumption is actually false, it means that whatever we are given, it is actually a true. So we can say that by law of contradiction, this particular function is actually not equals to big O of n. This is how we have to prove this such kind of functions whenever we are given, whether we have to prove it to some big O notation or we have to show that this particular function is equals to some big O of g of c of g of n. Okay.